Hi and welcome to Taraji Eco Farm. We've not been able to release videos the last 2 weeks. That's because we went through a very difficult period. We lost someone very important in our lives, and you know how difficult it can get. So yeah, but finally we're back. And today we have a very interesting video for you, which as a self-sufficient farmer, you really want to watch this video up to the end. So today's video is going to be about the fruits, and you're going to be amazed at how many kind of fruits we have on the farm, and how many different varieties of fruits we have on the farm, on our small farm. And our plan is that in future, and maybe in the next 1 or 2 years, we're going to have to be having fruits every day of our lives, because we have different kinds of fruits and they all mature in different seasons. And we've actually planned that like every month we'll have a very different fruit maturing, and you're going to enjoy that. And it's been a journey, especially with the fruits, because we really love fruits, and we actually experiment with most of them because they don't grow locally here. But we are amazed at the results, and come along with us and see. So without even going any further than our front yard, we have several fruits here on our front yard, and I'm going to start by showing you this one, which is a mulberry. One of our daughters enjoys mulberry very much, and she's the one actually who made us grow the mulberry fruit. So we actually have currently we have 2 of these trees growing on the front yard. This is the first one, and that's the second one. We'll show you the fruits come, and we don't even know, because we get fruit throughout, maybe every couple of weeks or so. Like now, I'm not sure you can see, there's a very small one coming up right here, a very small mulberry fruit. And if you've not seen the mulberry fruit before, or what exactly I mean by mulberry fruit, I wish I had something that I can show you from here. But it looks like a strawberry. It looks more like a strawberry, but they're actually smaller. And also when they're ripe, this one actually starts being this color that I've shown you, and they go to red, and then they go to a deep red or maroon or purplish. That's when you know they are ready to eat, and you can actually enjoy them, and they're very sweet. So we start from right on our front yard. We have these 2 trees for mulberry, and I'm sure you'll be having some fruits very soon. After the mulberry, still on our front yard, let me show you something we recently planted. Here, I'm not sure how many of you can recognize this, but this is a kiwi. These are kiwi plants, kiwi fruit plants. And what happened is that we got them about a year ago, and they're on the farm. But every time it gets dry, we forget about them, and then they dry again, and then they come up again. So I thought we move them to the front yard where you can see them every day, and then you're able to water. And this one has grown very fast. Actually, we transplanted like 3 weeks ago, and you can see it was about this level, but you can see how many leaves it started since then. I have a feeling this year we'll be enjoying kiwi fruit from this plant. We actually have 2 of them. There's this one, and there's one on the farthest corner. I can walk towards it and show you. So yeah, this is a second one. So we have at our front yard 2 separate corners opposite each other. We have 2 kiwi fruit plants. I've not seen a mature kiwi fruit plant except from the internet. So I'm really interested to see how this one matures, and after what point it's going to give us fruits. We all know in Kenya that kiwi fruit is quite expensive. So it'll be very nice to enjoy this fruit right on our doorstep. Next is mangoes. I'm sure you can see this is a mango tree. We love mangoes very much, and we have family in Murang'a, and every time we go there, we actually enjoy mangoes very much. You know how well mangoes do in Murang'a, the different types, and so we thought we really need to plant mangoes over here. And in Kisii, I have not seen mangoes being planted, especially on the scale that is in Murang'a. Actually, didn't know that they can actually do well in Murang'a. So these are the first time we are trying here, especially around here. It's the first time we are trying to plant mangoes, and we really hope they're going to give us fruits. This is grafted. We bought uh, 2 different types. We bought the Tommy, I think the Tommy mango, and then the other one is the apple mango. I can't tell exactly which one this is, but it's one of those 2 varieties, and we're really looking forward to getting mangoes from here. It would be so nice to actually enjoy mangoes on our farm right here in Kisii. So, and we actually don't have only one tree of mangoes. We have many of them. I think about 5. Let me just show them to you quickly before we move to the next fruit. So this is the first one. We have a second one over here. There's a bit of issue with the leaves. I don't know whether these are insects or some other pests. But yeah, that's the second mango tree. And then right here we have the third mango tree. And then the fourth mango tree over here, right on the fence, chain link fence, the fourth mango tree. And then the fifth mango tree over here, and the sixth. We actually have 2 more on the other farm below there. I'm going to show you, but those are 6. So we have 7, 8, about 8 mango trees, and we're really looking forward to enjoying these mangoes on our farm. It's going to be very nice to actually enjoy mangoes right here in Kisii. Next, we have a popo. We only have one popo plant on the farm, and it's been here for like a year or so, and we've not got any fruit from it. We actually thought we'd get fruits earlier, but we haven't. And I think there is possibility that this year we'll get some fruit from this popo plant. You can see it's flowered, and then I can see something here like could be a popo fruit, a small one. I'm not sure. I haven't seen them when they're young, but looks like this year there's some positive news from this popo plant. Yeah, so it looks like this year there's going to be some positive news from this popo plant, and you're going to really enjoy that popo. The first one, we'll actually enjoy it very much. So one of our favorite fruit plants on the farm is the tree tomato, and we have 2 varieties on the farm. We have the red one and the yellow one. This one was the first one on the farm, and we've really had so many fruits from this tree, and it amazes us because, like, if you look now, some of this, it looks like it's dry, but you can see there are new branches coming up. Even there's one coming from below here, and this one gives us fruits every couple of months. Though personally I don't eat the tree tomato. I don't enjoy it at all. I don't like the taste. But there are people in the family who actually enjoy it very much. So this one we've already started eating we've already started enjoying the fruit, and you've actually seen videos of us harvesting and eating the tree tomato. Next, a fruit that we all enjoy on the farm here is the loquat. Loquats they do very well. Loquats do very well in this area, and actually they don't need even any maintenance. Once you plant the tree or you drop the seed somewhere, it's going to grow. I think the climate does very well for them, and the soil is good for them. So this is one of the biggest trees we have on the farm for loquat. We thought we'd get fruits last year because it was quite big, but we didn't. And this year seems positive. We are going to get loquat fruits from these trees, and we have I think 4 loquat trees on the farm. So you can see the number of fruits we are able to grow on this farm is quite huge, and we have not even finished. We're not even halfway. They're telling you how many fruits we have on the farm. So this one we'll enjoy this year, and we're actually going to share with you videos of when it's ready for harvesting. Now our next fruit, you might not believe it's a fruit tree because it looks very thin and no leaves at all, but it's the apple tree. Now this apple we planted, it should be now close to 2 years. We actually never thought it's going to give us fruits because they came at the same time with, I think, the mangoes and the kiwi fruit. And then you can see how the plant is. Sometimes it dies off, and then sometimes it just sprouts like that. And this year it started by losing all its leaves. And then a couple of days ago, as we were coming to check on the farm, we saw a fruit. You can see there, our first fruit. I think there are 2. I think there are 2 of them. So our first fruit, we were really happy about it because as a farmer, you realize your first fruit or your first harvest usually you actually feel very nice because it's like you've achieved something. Having grown this plant here when it was very small like this, seeing it grow all the way, sometimes it's dying off and then coming up alive again, and then finally, when you think you'll never get fruits from it, you get to see that you're really happy about it. And so I believe this year we'll also have some apple. We'll have some apple from here and eat. And apple is one of our favorite fruits on the here as a family. We enjoy apples very much. And we actually stopped buying apples because we realized apples, the ones in the market now, I don't know, but they actually last for a couple of months before they get worse. So sometimes you buy an apple from the supermarket or from the market, and you can see this apple has been around for a while. It's been shipped maybe from South Africa, from other countries. We don't like the preservatives, so we wanted to grow our own apples. And finally, we have our own apples on the farm. So that's apples. And we have two apple trees on the farm. I think the same variety. We have this one, and then there's another I'm going to show you in a little bit. So we only have two, and we're actually thinking this year of adding maybe another 2 or 3. And we are looking at probably the Wambogo variety that they say matures in what, 1.5 years. So yeah, at least now we know that apples can actually do well in this area and in this soil. Now, the other fruit that we have in plenty on the farm, and we've actually been eating for a while now, and it actually matures fast. And here in Kisii, this is the perfect weather and the perfect soil for bananas, I believe so. Because within a year, once you plant them, within a year, you're able to harvest. And so you can see, these are banana. It's almost mature. We'll actually be harvesting maybe in a week or 2, but it's already mature. And when you harvest these bananas, we either eat them green by cooking them green, or we keep them for ripening. So the same one, we actually use it for cooking and for ripening. So yeah, and this particular variety is for cooking, but we actually also ripen it, and it's still very sweet as a ripe banana. But we've actually gone further and planted more, not only this variety. I'm not sure whether you can see these two over here. We just brought them here. They're about maybe 5 days old on the farm. These two actually specifically for ripening. That's why I brought them, because we don't have bananas that are specific for ripening on the farm. Those two are for ripening. And then 2 weeks ago, we had very heavy rainfall and wind, very strong wind, which happens here a lot. And we lost our bananas. We lost about 3 bananas that you can see here on the ground. There's one over here, there's 2, and there's 3. These varieties are for cooking, but again, because we can't finish or we can't eat all of them green, we leave some for ripening, and they actually ripen and they're very sweet. But we actually lost 3 of them here. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. However, we still have one standing on that side, one standing. And the other thing I need to let you know that these ones that fell down also had their supports. We had actually put support even for these ones, but the wind was overwhelming. So it's not that we didn't support them, but we had actually put support. The wind was overwhelming and they fell down. The other thing I need to tell you that is very interesting for us is finally we're able to get plantain. And they also got 5 days old on the farm. So we have 2 of them. I think the same variety, plantain. We have one here, and then we have one on this end. And we're actually looking forward to eat these things. For the first time in my life, I tasted plantain. I think 1.5 weeks ago, and I really enjoyed the banana. And it was actually boiled, not fried. And I thought we must get these ones. So that's why you look for the 2 seedlings, planted them. All the best. Sometime this year, we're going to keep you informed. I'm going to show you how they progress until we harvest, and even how we cook them. You're going to enjoy them with you. Now, still on bananas, you all know the sweet bananas that is very famous as a product of Kisii. These are first one over here we plant on the farm. And they do very well over here. There's no struggle with them. You just need to plant them, give them a bit of organic manure, and they're going to grow. And this one will be here for many years because they keep on producing young ones around them as they grow. So so this is the final variety of bananas we have on the farm, the sweet banana. I'm actually also looking forward to harvesting it, ripening it, and eating it. You can see, especially on bananas, that the way we plant them, on the way we planted them, we always have bananas on the farm. We'll always have either the ripening ones, the cooking ones, or the sweet bananas on the farm every month or so. And that's why it's working properly for us. And we're looking forward to actually enjoying these bananas very much. Yeah, remember I told you we're experimenting with a lot of fruits for the first time here on these sides. This is a pomegranate plant, and we also love pomegranate. We thought we really should have them on the farm, and I'm not sure when you're going to get fruit, because I think this is also close to 2 years that we have these plants on the farm. And I don't think it's because it's specifically the fruit. It's because this area was not fertile at all. So we have had to add manure, and also when it gets dry, when during the dry season, there's a lack of water, and we've not put systems to be watering them every day. So I think that could be the reason. But it seems they're also doing well, because they came in as quite small plants, but you can see the branches are multiplied and the leaves look very healthy. So we are hoping also going to get some fruits, pomegranate fruits, at some point on this farm. We have 3 plants for pomegranate, and I can show you the rest, the other 2. So there's the second one, pomegranate plant over here, and then we have a third one over here. We don't understand why the leaves are different from the first one. This one seems to be a lighter shade of green, and the first one seems to be a darker shade of green. You have no idea whether they are different varieties or just the soil where they are planted. But yeah, we're also looking forward to really, and hopefully all going well, we're going to get some pomegranate fruits on the farm, because it's something we'd really want to have on the farm. Yeah. Now, the other fruit that we have on the farm is gooseberry. We actually do not plant gooseberries. They grow by themselves. I don't know where the seeds come from. They actually grow by themselves. And I think it's cultural, because there's a time I'm usually on the farm and some old ladies will be passing by and they tell me gooseberries are not planted. So I've not investigated further to understand what that means, but these things grow naturally by themselves. The only thing is we compete with birds. You can see every time they ripen, let me show. Every time they ripen, you see the birds already started eating them. A lot of birds come here and eat. You can see they're all eaten. So you have to be, your timing has to be perfect for you to find ripe fruit. But let me show you how they look when they're mature, but they're not ripe. So when they're ripe, they're a bit yellowish. But with the birds around here, it's very rare to find a ripe one, because you find it, you see like this one, tomorrow you come, the birds have already eaten it. But yeah, this is also a fruit that I personally enjoy it very much. Didn't used to like it, but I think it's acquired taste. Nowadays I enjoy it. Actually come here, look, take my time to look for one and then just eat it. I wish I had one ripe one here I could have shown you, and I would have also tested it for you, but the birds won today, unfortunately. The other fruit on the farm is strawberry. The last time I tested strawberry, I didn't like it. But let me test this one that now has been grown on our farm, and it looks very ripe. You can see. Let me just test this one. It's very nice. So we have 2 strawberry plants that we've been harvesting from. The other one dried out, but I think we need some more. We need to have maybe about 10 plants on this bed, and it's going to be a project for this year, because strawberry seems to be very nice and everyone in the family enjoys, and including me from today. So we're going to add maybe some more strawberry plants over here, so we can have more of them. Now, who doesn't love passion fruits? I think everybody loves passion fruit. This year is the purple version that we have here on the farm. We didn't have much luck with passion fruits until we planted this one. And this one, we've had it for now a couple of months. We've actually been harvesting almost every day. We get a ripe one and we enjoy the ripe one. And even now I can see we get them when they're actually starting to turn purple. And we can see this one is starting to turn purple. So it's ready actually. And this one is also starting to turn purple. Let me check whether I can find another one before I test the ones that I've harvested. Uh, no, can't see any at the moment. So usually this one, we actually, most of the time we eat them on the farm. We harvest and we just eat. Uh, it's very nice and it's very refreshing, especially now that it's quite hot. It's very refreshing. We recently planted the yellow passion. It's still very, very small, about a month old. And we're going to see how that does on the farm. But yeah, this was the passion fruit. The purple passion fruit is also one of the varieties of fruits that we have on the farm that we've actually been enjoying for the last couple of months. Now, one of our top fruits that we can actually eat every day on this in our household is avocado. Avocado does very well in this area where our farm is based. They do very well, and they actually they have minimal effort. Just like this ones, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees here. We actually have more. We could have about 7, 8 trees, but the 4 of them we have here, we didn't actually we actually threw the seeds, and they actually grew like this. And I'm not sure after how long we're going to be harvesting them, but these ones, I think maybe in the next year or so, they're going to give us fruits. And I want to show you the kind of avocados that we have here. This one's growing here. As you can see, we have this smaller one, smaller round one, usually very sweet. I also have this big one. So one of these trees, either of these trees will produce either this one or this one. You can see this is quite a big one. This is almost maybe a kg or so heavy. This is a smaller one, but it's also very sweet. And there's been a push for people to plant the Hass avocado. I don't feel it's justified, especially over here, because why struggle and you actually have local avocados that do very well with minimal effort. But we have one Hass avocado tree on the farm. It's quite small, and I'm not sure when it's going to give us fruits. But we have plenty of these traditional ones, and I'm actually excited about these ones. I'm more interested in these ones because as much as the Hass is very sweet, these ones are actually sweeter, and they're bigger, so we get more and the same sweetness. The final uh, product I'm going to speak about, and this is why I'm saying product, is because sugarcane is a grass. It's not classified as a fruit, it's a grass. But for the sake of everything and the environment we live in, here we take it as a fruit. We actually enjoy it as a fruit. And sugarcane is what we have in plenty. It's what we've been enjoying for the last few years. It's one of the easiest things to grow. And actually, once you grow them, you'll have sugarcane forever. So we actually enjoy this very much. Let me cut one. And you can see we have so many of them, and they produce throughout the year. They don't have a season. So all you need to do is come to the farm, break one big one like this, get rid of the upper part. This is what we plant. And then I need a knife. We just break. Ow. And just enjoy it like that. Very sweet, very refreshing, especially when it's hot like this. Sugarcane juice is very cold and it actually refreshes you. You enjoy it very much. I remember growing up vividly, the pictures we used to be shown of heaven when we were very young. And I remember, in my mind, I remember someone sitting next to, wearing white, like an angel, sitting next to a lion, and actually picking up an apple from a tree. And in my mind, I've always known heaven must be a farm. Heaven must be a fruit farm. And here we are trying to make our own heaven here. And it's actually working.